Hello once again YouTube. So today we are going to take a look at the new game, which is Valorant. So I really wanted to try this game for like 2 weeks ago.
Do it! Just
Before on the release date. So I actually played it like two matches. So um coming from a player from Overwatch, it's not something new, but then the CS:GO feel is there. It's more on the shooting side. I mean, Overwatch is more on the arcade type game wherein you just use your skills. Some characters doesn't have the usual pistol and firearms. So some characters are more on the skills. So yeah, they are kind of the same but a bit different.
stop it. Get some help.
Because Valorant is more on the CS:GO type, and Overwatch is, it's a different thing of its own. So, anyways, we're not here to compare both games, but we are here to look at how I fixed the freeze, the crash that causes the game to, restart my PC, and I can only recover my game. I mean, my system with hard reset.
Do it! Just
So, you know, I've been trying to play the game for like 2 weeks now. So, but then recently I just stopped playing it because of the crash that causes the game causes to my system. So what I did was I spent almost 24 hours fixing it. So it was a bit frustrating, for a game that I'm not really into. But then, some of my friends are started playing it. So yeah, why not? So yeah, so right now we are just roaming around the practice zone. So we're just trying it out, doing some challenges. So at first when I started playing it, like almost 20 minutes, I mean 10 minutes less, I freeze just like that. So sometimes after I start a game, like in the loading screen, I get the freeze, green screen, black screen on both of my monitors. So which is very very frustrating. I'm not really sure what happened, but then I recently updated my BIOS because of all of this crash I have on Call of Duty and Final Fantasy 14 and also Overwatch. So Overwatch is really frustrating. I mean, there is this error about when their machine lost, something like that. So I'm not really sure what happened. So I uninstalled the game, and I'm currently downloading it now because I already fixed the problem on Valorant. So right now, so far so good. We've been here for like 30 minutes, right? 30 minutes and no crash or whatsoever. Although I'm still playing on window mode borderless, because I'm not sure why when I activate my Streamlabs and play the game on full screen, I get green screen. So I'm not really sure why. So I guess we won't be streaming this for now. Although it's not that heavy of a graphics heavy game, so maybe we can stick to what just the current settings. Though I really want to play it on full screen so that I can utilize my 144 hertz monitor, which is the BG27AQ. So yeah. So far we're not having any issues. So how did I fix it?
2,000 years later.
So my current system is running on 5700 XT Gigabyte overclock edition, and I have a Tomahawk Max motherboard MSI. So I recently updated the BIOS, and unfortunately it still crashed. So what I did was I went to the PCIe slot on my motherboard. um, I, instead of just setting it to auto what I did was I set it to Gen 3, which is the highest supported option of my Tomahawk Max. So some motherboard supports 4.0, and my motherboard supports only 3.0. So although they said that 4.0 is kind of buggy, so yeah, some users just prefer to use Gen 3 instead of the usual um, 4.0, which their motherboard might support or not. So anyways, it already fixed my problem. So right now Valorant is running smooth. So I've been playing this for like since last night. So I had like three match without three matches without crash. So yeah, there's that. So I'm going to test these settings on all of my current games that are installed in my computer, and those that are having freeze and crash, like Overwatch, mainly Overwatch. So yeah, hopefully that fixes the issues on all of the games. So previously I was running Overwatch, and I had that error about the device rendering lost rendering device. So I'm not sure what causes it, but I haven't really tried it yet with the current settings that I have. So the main fix right there is, like I said, just set your PCIe slot to Gen 3.
Do it! Just do
So hopefully that fixes your problem. So right now I'm running on stock clocks on all of my settings on Radeon and Adrenaline 2020. So I'm using the 20.2.2 because I rolled back. So I'm not sure if the 20.5.1 is the latest. I think is will have the same stability. So I'm yet to test that. So before that, I will try all the overclocking settings that I had before, the game boost and XMP and the manual overclocking of the video card. So if that goes well for this game, Valorant, so I guess it will go well with other games like Final Fantasy 14. Although I doubt with Final Fantasy 14 because Final Fantasy 14 doesn't like overclocking hardware, so it causes the game to crash. So yes, we will do that on another video. So right now, for those who are having black screens and um, green screens on Valorant and you have the same system as me, I'm using 5700 XT, which is very very what can I say, common in those field of crashes, because although the drivers right now are pretty good, they've already fixed it. So hopefully for most games they did, although yeah, we still experience some crash. So far, yeah, that's it for today, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.